This is a crystal shrimp, one of the most beautiful shrimps in the freshwater aquarium hobby, and it's eating, in my opinion, one of the best foods that you can feed them: baby spinach. So here's how and why you should be making these homemade superfoods for your shrimps. So I got 2 boxes of baby spinach from my local grocery. You will need to blanch them around 30 seconds to a minute. This will soften it and make it sink down so it's easier for your shrimps to eat. So after blanching it, let it cool down on the plate. It will look a bit transparent and soft after blanching them. And what I personally do is that I squeeze out all the water from the baby spinach so that I can adjust it later on. Next, prepare a blender or a grinder. So after squeezing the spinach, you will end up with a dry ball of spinach. Just chunk it in the grinder and start grinding. So as you can see, it's a bit on the dry side. So I'll be adding a little bit of water in between to kind of adjust the texture and the smoothness that I want. So now I'm pretty happy with this kind of texture. Feels kind of like mud, not too watery but not too dry. And I bought this kind of cylinder ice cube maker thing. There isn't really any particular reason why I'm doing this. It's just I like the shape and it's easier for me to cut it and kind of distribute it among the tanks. So just get your baby spinach paste and spread it around. Same goes with the other side. And then you get 2 sides full with baby spinach paste. So just close them up. And into the freezer they go. So this is how it turned out, better than I thought. And here's the close-up of what it looks like. So you can see it's not really super fine yet, it still has some chunky parts. So the main reason I wanted to grind them, it's because it distributes evenly throughout the tank so that everyone can have a piece. So here are my pure red lines eating the spinach I prepared. You can see after all the preparation, they can easily pluck it off and then put it in their mouth without any effort. But from what I've noticed, some of them kind of like put it in their mouth and then just spit it out later on. Not sure why, but I guess eventually the food will kind of get eaten by other shrimps or like baby shrimplets. And here's a close-up of my red galaxy shrimp. This is my black galaxy shrimp. And here's a baby black galaxy shrimp with more of a blue base tone color to it. You can see that the shrimp hold on with their front hand, and with their kind of eating hand, they kind of pluck it off one at a time to kind of put it in their mouth. So this is my pure black line tank. Here you can see the shrimps holding around the food, and you can see parts of it breaking off so that the baby shrimps have a chance to eat. So the reason why I choose baby spinach over other vegetables is that throughout the year of me asking around local breeders, most of the time they feed baby spinach, and after digging around, I think that it's because that it's much more nutrient dense, which has like a lot of vitamins like vitamin A, C, K, a lot of minerals, and a very important one, which is calcium, and some antioxidants and some fiber, protein for the overall growth of your shrimps. And why baby spinach and not regular normal spinach is that baby spinach tends to be much more tender, much more nutrient dense. The taste isn't really that bad, I guess. So it's easier and more palatable for the crystal shrimps and the shrimplets. But at the end of the day, what kind of vegetable you want to feed your shrimps, you can go ahead and feed them. I've seen people feeding cucumber, I've seen people feeding zucchini, I've seen, I think, people feeding carrots. I've also seen people feeding mulberry leaves. But me personally, I will still always go for baby spinach. However, you shouldn't just only be feeding vegetables to your shrimps, because shrimps are omnivores, so you should be a balanced diet where you feed like protein pellets or sinking pellets that has high protein ratio, so that your shrimps can be healthy and happy. In terms of the high protein sinking tablets, I have some that are imported from Taiwan, and then from what I know, this is what people feed in terms of their high quality crystal shrimps. And after testing around with different types, I personally like this type. It's pretty nice. There isn't really a general brand because I just bought it in bulk from a supplier in Malaysia. But I guess you can just ask around your local groups and just see what they have to offer. I would say just have a high protein source for your shrimps. Sinking pellets is a good way because it's very convenient. Of course, you can still opt for bloodworms and other stuff. So me personally, I only feed frozen baby spinach and also the high protein shrimp sinking pellets imported from Taiwan. I interchange in between those two foods and I feed them daily if possible. If I forget, then maybe every other day. So my shrimps go really crazy for either the frozen baby spinach or even the sinking pellets, the high protein sinking pellets. But one thing to keep in mind is that I have a lot of shrimps in a small tank. The tank size is around 40 cm times 25 times 25. And I feed daily because they can finish the food by the end of the day. And then tomorrow there's nothing there, so I just feed more to kind of encourage growth and breeding. In your case, if you have a small tank with a small amount of shrimps, just feed lesser. And then just to monitor them if they can finish that amount. So I hope that you like the video, and I hope that you can subscribe, like, and comment. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.